This is the OTB Television Network, a service of Capital District Off-Track Betting.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this week's edition of Horses and Courses. An outstanding Saturday afternoon kicking us off at Delta Downs. 6 stakes races to bring you up first. The Treasure Chest, the 2-to-1 favorite set out by Pat Devereaux.
And they're off in the Treasure Chest at Delta Downs, and all seem to come away well. Getting away fast near the outside is Bella Medaglia, who's showing speed. Right next to that one in the middle is Little Miss Protocol, but now moving up is Cheta-Maruchka. And now Cheta-Maruchka is going to set the pace and cross over toward the rail as they come past the grandstand in the Treasure Chest. It's Cheta-Maruchka leading it by a length and a half, with Bella Medaglia now into second. Ruby's Big Band is skimming the rail, a very settled third. Near the outside here is Little Miss Protocol, then a line of 3. You'll find She's Prado's Idol, followed by Remit and Silent Moon on the outside, and Pretty Knot is the trailer, about 8 lengths from the front as they round the first turn. They went the opening quarter in 23 and 17 100ths, and Cheta-Maruchka is saying, "Come get me if you can." She leads it on to the backstretch over Bella Medaglia, who's a clear-cut second. It's a break of 4 lengths. The half here now in 47-12. Back there racing in third is Ruby's Big Band. That one has about 6 lengths to come. As moving up on the outside is Little Miss Protocol. She's underway. She takes over third now. Behind her on the far outside is Silent Moon. And she just went past Remit, who's going to have to do better than that, as at the back of the field into the second turn is She's Prado's Idol. Then it's 2.5 more to the trailer, who is Pretty Knot. 3/4 and 112 flat. Coming to the top of the lane soon, and Cheta-Maruchka's now challenged. Bella Medaglia moves up on the outside now, and Bella Medaglia takes the lead. A furlong to go. It's Bella Medaglia and John Jacinto now drawing clear by 2. Cheta-Maruchka could not keep up. Little Miss Protocol's into second. Then rallying on the far outside here is She's Prado's Idol, but coming down to the finish, Bella Medaglia is going to win her second straight Treasure Chest. The entry finishes 1-2 as Little Miss Protocol was second. Third went to She's Prado's Idol, and it was very close for fourth.
And the entry makes it look easy, ladies and gentlemen. Bella Medaglia scores the $6 victory, followed by the entry mate. Little Miss Protocol finishes second, and the second choice in the wagering, also at 2-to-1, She's Prado's Idol. Bella Medaglia now 2 for 2 at Delta Downs, having won the Treasure Chest last year. Up next, the 10th running of the Delta Mile, Pants on Fire, 7-10.
And they're off in the Delta Mile at Delta Downs. Dreams Run Wild broke inward a bit and bumped Brethren coming away. Getting away fast is Decisive Moment, who goes right to the lead. Hurricane Ike is up close on the inside. Pirate Island is forwardly placed at the rail. Brethren is now in fourth, but taking over third. Dropping back there in fifth is Dreams Run Wild. And the back two at this point are Perspective, who's about 5 lengths off the lead. And second last, Pants on Fire is the trailer. They're going to the first turn now. On the inside, it's Pirate Island. That one is doing battle here with, on the outside, Hurricane Ike and also Decisive Moment. Those 3 stack up across the track. A quarter mile went in 23 and 18 100ths. Brethren and Gerard Melancon sitting about 4 lengths off the lead in that fourth position as they now race on to the backstretch, just over a half mile to race. Dreams Run Wild tries to move up. Still at the back here is Perspective, who is second last, and Pants on Fire now farther away from the lead. He's going to have to get going. He's got about 10 lengths to make up, but he starts to move now as they're midway up the backstretch. Same battle on the front end. Decisive Moment, Hurricane Ike, and Pirate Island. They're still slugging it out. The half mile 47 and 12. Getting a little bit closer now is Brethren as they approach that far turn, and now they're coming for home. Pirate Island, this 18-to-1 long shot, is hanging in there, but between horses, Decisive Moment is right there. They're coming for home now. It's Decisive Moment, Hurricane Ike, and also Pirate Island on the inside, and here comes Brethren revving up on the outside, and Perspective is getting involved late. They're coming down to the finish now, and Perspective is rolling on the outside. He goes past Brethren. To the inside, it's Hurricane Ike, but Perspective is going to come from behind and win the Delta Mile. Brethren was second. Third went to Hurricane Ike, and it looked like Decisive Moment may have faded a fourth.
And some very familiar names down in the Delta Mile. Perspective going out for Mark Cassie and John Oxley. They have had an outstanding 2012, some of it up at Woodbine, but down in the States. Perspective scores the $8.20 victory under Miguel Mena. Brethren going out for Steve Asmussen finishes second. Hurricane Ike checks in third. Pants on Fire, the 7-10 favorite, beats one horse in Saturday's Delta Mile. Up next, 2-year-old fillies going after $500,000 in the Delta Princess. Madam Cactus going for 3 in a row, 7-5.
And they're off in the Delta Downs Princess. Coming away fast in the middle was Salamera, who's flashing speed. Next to that one is Cloudy in San Diego. There goes Cayano. And now Cayano's going to set the pace as they leave the chute. On the inside, Rose to Gold saves the rail post position and is very close, vying for that second position. On the outside, Unhedged moves up now to take over second. Rose to Gold is back to third. Then comes Salamera in fourth behind Traffic. Back there next to her is Touch Magic. A shuffle back a bit was Floral Sky. She got in a tight spot. To the outside, it's Cloudy in San Diego. And then comes sitting at the bar. The quarter mile went in 23 and 49 100ths as they round the first turn and go to the backstretch. At the back of the pack behind rivals is Madam Cactus. They're going on to the backstretch now. The quarter went in 23:49. Up front with a half mile to race now. You'll find on the inside Unhedged is still battling for the lead, but here's Salamera now to take command, and Salamera sticks ahead in front. Unhedged is to the inside. Rose to Gold is 3 deep, and 4 deep out there is sitting at the bar, who joins the front runners. Well bunched up. Big late run here coming from Touch Magic, who's rallying up 5 wide. Behind rivals, you'll find Madam Cactus, who's advancing. Then comes Cayano, and at the back of the pack is Floral Sky and Cloudy in San Diego, who's dropping out. The half mile went in 48:49, 3/4 113.85. They're coming for home now, and Unhedged is given way. Rose to Gold now sticks ahead in front. Touch Magic's running a big race. Sitting at the bar swings wide at the top of the lane. They've straightened away in the stretch. Rose to Gold gutting it out on the inside. Touch Magic is right there. Then comes sitting at the bar. It's a dart to the finish. Rose to Gold has the lead, and Rose to Gold wins the Delta Downs Princess. Second went to Touch Magic. Third was Longshot sitting at the bar. And fourth was either Madam Cactus or Salamera.
Rose to Gold, second choice in the wagering under. Paco Lopez scores the half-length victory, returning $7.60. Touch Magic at 25-1 finishes second as the second longest shot in this year's Delta Princess. Sitting at the bar, 11-1 finishes third. And Madam Cactus, the 7-5 favorite, finishes fourth. Now annually, one of the funnest 2-year-old stakes races of the year, $1 million, the Delta Jackpot, 9-5. We saw him win up at Saratoga, Burn Identity.
And they're off in the $1 million Delta Downs Jackpot, and everybody got away well. Hightail is flashing speed in the middle, up on the outside. Now here comes Golden Sense. Golden Sense gains his stride now and goes near the lead. Here's Heaven's Runway to apply pressure. These two now side by side as they exit the chute and step onto the main track. Golden Sense just a little bit quicker now, and Krieger gets him over toward the inside, but Heaven's Runway's not going to give up the rail. Right there racing in second, 2 lengths clear of Hightail. Then comes Central Banker. Show Some Magic's on the outside in fifth. Then comes Burn Identity behind rivals. They're followed by It's My Lucky Day and No More. And it's a ways back then to the trailer, who is My Loot under Gerard Malone song, but we've only got about 8 or 10 lengths front to back. Going to the backstretch now. The quarter mile went in a rapid 22 and 64 100ths. Golden Sense had to work hard. They're on to the backstretch now. A half mile to race. And the big one here at Delta Downs, and Golden Sense leads it by a length and a half, trying to stride out. The half in 46:22. Heaven's Runway is racing in second. Hightail to the outside is in third. Dropping out now is Show Some Magic as Central Banker goes by on the inside. No More is advancing between horses. Here comes My Loot on the far outside, rolling under Gerard Malone's song. Burn Identity is all bottled up and has nowhere to go. 3/4 in 1:11.18. They're turning for home. Golden Sense is the target, but here comes My Loot rumbling up within 2 lengths. It's 2.5 lengths back to a tiring Hightail. Then comes Heaven's Runway. Burn Identity's getting in gear, but it may be too late in this short stretch. Golden Sense under a drive. My Loot trying to reel him in. Burn Identity is rallying with every stride, but Golden Sense a true true champion, taking the Grade 3 $1 million Delta Downs jackpot. Burn Identity finished second, third went to My Loot, and it was a ways back to fourth, either Hightail or Central Banker.
But it is Golden Sense who broke the maiden out at Del Mar, most recently runner-up in the Champagne, second choice in the Delta Downs jackpot, scores the 1 3/4 length every step of the way, winning one for Doug O'Neill. Golden Sense returned $7.20. The favorite, Burn Identity under Paco Lopez, finishes second, and My Loot, 25-1, finishes third in the Delta Downs jackpot. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, more action from Delta Downs plus Mountaineer and Laurel.
Listen to what people are saying about the Clubhouse Racebook.
I've been coming here for well over 30 years to the OTB, and I think this is an outstanding facility. Probably comparable to something you'd see in Vegas. They have the big screens there, and then they have the auxiliary screens for, watching all the tracks. And the primary tracks of the day, they'll switch to the big screens, which is ideal for most of us race guys. We like to see the big races on the big screen. Well done.
Hi race fans, I'm Seth Miro with some great news. Now you can get live streaming of all our tracks. Just log on to capitalotb.com, click on the live streaming link, and choose from more than 35 tracks from around the world. Plus, you can now get race replays, any day, any track. And don't forget to check out our new virtual tote board. In horse racing, information is key, and no one brings you the crucial information you need like capitalotb.com. Live streaming, race replays, and our new virtual tote board. capitalotb.com, check it out now.
And continuing with the stakes action down at Delta Downs, we have the Louisiana Legacy at 6-5, Palmy Bay.
And they're off in the Louisiana Legacy. Breaking outward a bit at the start was Proust on the far outside, but that one is showing speed to the inside. Palmy Bay and Sir Yes Sir are up close. Coming on between horses is High Tie, and right between rivals here is Mr. Bandini's Band in the yellow cap. They stack up 5 across as they come past the grandstand. Palmy Bay has plenty of company. Sir Yes Sir right there in the white blinkers, 3 deep is Mr. Bandini's Band, and farther out it's High Tie. They're still stacked up. They win a quarter in a contentious 22 and 50/100 seconds. They're into that first turn. It's Palmy Bay now with a head in front of Sir Yes Sir, Mr. Bandini's Band, and still High Tie hung out a bit wide. A break of nearly 3 lengths back to Unbridled Score. That one's in the 5th spot with just over a half mile to race as they go on to the backstretch. Running together in mid-pack is Don't Mock Me and Proust. Then it's about 3 more lengths, and at the rail that's Westernator, who has about 8 lengths to make up, and it's another 4 or 5 back to the trailer. That's Traeger's Trigger. Half mile win in 46.54 at taxing pace. Mr. Bandini's Band goes on with it. As dropping back now is Palmy Bay and Sir Yes Sir. They have completely given out. Here comes High Tie into second. Out there is Unbridled Score coming on from third. Late run by Westernator, who's really picking it up on the inside. 3/4 win at 1:13.25. They're coming to the top of the lane, and now Mr. Bandini's Band gives out. Taking over is High Tie. On the outside it's Unbridled Score, but you better look over your shoulder. Westernator in the pink cap is rumbling, and behind him it's Don't Mock Me. They've straightened away. Westernator now up to battle for the lead. High Tie's fighting on from the inside. It's High Tie and Westernator, and Westernator's going to win it under Mark Guidry. Second went to High Tie. Third was Unbridled Score, and it was very tight for fourth.
But it is the second choice in the wagering, Westernator under Mark Guidry, going out for Steve Asmussen, owned by Steve and Keith Asmussen. Scores the $7.60 victory. High Tie finishes second, and at nearly 50-1, Unbridled Score finishes third in the Louisiana Legacy. Final stakes action from Delta Downs on Saturday afternoon. The Louisiana Jewel at 9-5, Snappy Girl.
And they're off in the Louisiana Jewel at Delta Downs. Breaking outward a bit was Tensaw Harbor. Breaking keenly with Snappy Girl, who's going right to the lead. Next to that one is Kings Gate, and to the inside here is I Dare You M. They're leaving the chute now, and Snappy Girl and Diego Sainz going to set a pressured pace early. I Dare You M is down at the rail. Racing in third here is Kingsgate, as now moving up between horses as She Loves Running. That one's going right after the leader and doing it all on her own. Length and a half or two back, you'll find Hometown Gossip. Then along the inside, that's Love You Baby. 10 Saw Harbor has 5 lengths to make up and has 2 beaten. They are Hansy and Lonnie Bell. Quarter mile went in 23:06. They're going to the backstretch now, and Snappy Girl still on the lead. She Loves Running, and Richard Aramia applying pressure now within a half length. Back to the far outside, it's Kingsgate racing in third. Out in the clear, it's Hometown Gossip. Right down at the rail, it's I Dare You M. Length and a half back then to Love You Baby. On the far outside, it's 10 Saw Harbor. Still a ways back now to that pair, Lonnie Bell and Hansy. Half mile in 48:12. Snappy Girl, everything going her way right now. She Loves Running, though, still in close attendance. 2 lengths back to Kingsgate, who's going to have to rally. Then along the inside is I Dare You M. Up on the outside now, Hometown Gossip starts to get involved, as Love You Babe is going to need to respond, as she's not doing it at this point. 3/4 went in 1:13.62. They're coming to the top of the lane. Snappy Girl just keeps on going. Hometown Gossip, though, looking to reel her in. She Loves Running is now back to third as they straighten away a sweeping move from Hometown Gossip to grab command. It's Hometown Gossip coming to the 16th pole, driving on the lead. Back into second is She Loves Running. Fading now is Snappy Girl. This one goes to Hometown Gossip. She Loves Running was second. Third went to Snappy Girl. Fourth, a late run by Kingsgate.
Hometown Gossip, though, with a $15.20 upset victory. She Loves Running finishes second. And the favorite, going for 3 in a row after breaking the maiden and winning allowance, Snappy Girl finishes third in her 4th career start as the 9-5 favorite, making the stakes debut. Tuesday evening at Mountaineer, a little stakes action for you. The sophomore sprint stakes, the even money favorite making the stakes debut, Captain Genius.
They're off and racing to a good clean start, and the favourite Captain Genius beats them out. On the outside is Jasizzle. Down towards the inside is Fleet Eagle. Warrior of the Roses next, followed by High Native Fly and Steelman. And along the inside is Whiskey Rebellion. Knight of Solance is back towards the rear. They've got 4.5 furlongs to go. It's Captain Genius on top by a neck. Warrior of the Roses second. A neck to Jasizzle the outside. Fleet Eagle is just in behind them. A length and a half away to Knight of Solance. Whiskey Rebellion the inside. And then High Native Fly and Steelman. 3/8 to go. It's Captain Genius in front. On the outside is Jasizzle. 3/4 Warrior of the Roses in the centre. 2 lengths farther back is Fleet Eagle. On the inside of Knight of Solance. They get away by 4 to Whiskey Rebellion. And well back to the other pair, High Native Fly and Steelman. They're at the top of the stretch. It's Captain Genius, the favourite, on top by 3/4. Jasizzle on the outside, now under a ride in second, as Captain Genius boots 2.5 lengths in front of Jasizzle, followed by Fleet Eagle, and then comes Warrior of the Roses. But Captain Genius down to the 16th pole, opening up on them now, and Captain Genius is coming right away for a very easy win in the Sophomore Sprint Championship Stakes. It's going to be Captain Genius by close to 10, Jasizzle second, third home Fleet Eagle, and fourth in Whiskey Rebellion.
And Captain Genius for Joe Woodard scores the victory by 8 1/2 lengths, making every pole a winning one, returning the popular $4.20 victory. Jasizzle finishes second at 18-1, and Fleet Eagle at nearly 23-1 finishes third, but Captain Genius, an easy winner of the sophomore sprint. Saturday afternoon at Laurel, we have fillies sprinting in the safely kept 7-5 Holiday Soiree.
And they're off in the safely kept stakes. The inside Doe Airstream got a good break, and Greed and Fear the outside is up there too. Right up close is Munning Sister, followed by Sister Earth, who's in fifth already mid-pack. Defy Gravities of the far outside. Holiday Soiree is 2 beaten. It's Los Ojitos and Silver Arch, who is last. Silver Arch trailing 8 lengths off the pace of Doe. Doe takes them past the 5/8 pole, a half in front. Airstream and Munning Sister in the clear, well 3 wide. Here's Los Ojitos making forward progress to the inside within 2 of the lead, and Sister Earth in between horses, followed by Greed and Fear, who's got a good chance, just 4.5 or 5 lengths of the pace. Holiday Soiree follows that on the inside. Defy Gravity and Silver Arches, 9th and last as a safely kept field moves into the far turn, 3 ace to go. Los Ojitos trying to sneak through down to the fence and has room. Los Ojitos getting through on the inside of Doe as they move to the top of the lane. Greed and Fear is in the clear, and Greed and Fear has to burst on the scene 4 deep. As Airstream is also between horses, now Airstream third into the stretch. Here's Greed and Fear on the outside with Los Ojitos down to the inside. Greed and Fear, Los Ojitos second, Airstream is third. Holiday Soiree to the center of the track is trying to kick in with a final furlong rally, but it's Greed and Fear. Karamanos looking for a riding triple. Greed and Fear will get there in time. Greed and Fear a length and a half from the oncoming Holiday Soiree, and then Los Ojitos and Airstream.
Greed and Fear scores the victory for Rudy Rodriguez, getting up and scoring by a little bit more than 1 length, returning $10.80. Holiday Soiree, the 7-5 favorite, finishes second, and Los Ojitos finishes third in this year's Safely Kept. Take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have stakes action from Woodbine and Churchill Downs.
And they're off. With more than 70 convenient locations, internet wagering at CapitalOTB.com, and live operators ready to take your call, Capital OTB is the better choice for wagering on thoroughbred and harness racing. Stop by one of our locations to bet in person, or open a Capital Bets account and place your bets over the phone, or at CapitalOTB.com. Whether you're on the road or in the comfort of your own home, Capital OTB is the better choice.
Time to go up to Woodbine for a couple of stakes action. Up first, 3-year-old fillies in the Jammed Lovely.
They're off in the Jammed Lovely. Quickly from the outside, Miss Scarlet Road. Casaloma came away running in second position, then Part the Seas. Evil Kitten down toward the rail. Then Blue Heart, Acting Naughty, and Sibinet trails as they enter the main strip. Miss Scarlet Road has found the rail, and it's Miss Scarlet Road. Casaloma's to the outside now in second position, and Evil Kitten third, 24-2 for the opening quarter. Part the Seas runs along in fourth position, is 3 lengths off the lead. Then Blue Heart in fifth, followed by Acting Naughty, sixth, and Sibinet trails this field as they head into the turn. Miss Scarlet Road, this 18-1 shot, leads by a length and a half with 3/8 to go. Now, Evil Kitten's getting busy at the rail. Part the Seas comes on. Evil Kitten stalled there, needs running room. Just outside of horses is Casaloma. 3 of them across the racetrack at the quarter pole. Miss Scarlet Road, Casaloma, Part the Seas. Blue Heart's angled outside for the drive, and they're into the lane now. Down on the inside, Miss Scarlet Road, very game. Blue Heart set down by Luis Contreras, and Blue Heart's coming hard on the outside, and from off the pace, Acting Naughty stalled at the rail. Evil Kitten, Blue Heart, Part the Seas, Acting Naughty, here is the wire. Blue Heart in a gripping photo finish to win the Jammed Lovely.
Blue Heart, the 9-5 favorite, scores the victory by a head over Acting Naughty, with Part the Seas finishing third under Emma Jane Wilson. Blue Heart, trained by Brian Lynch, owned by the familiar silks of Amarin Racing, $5.90 to win this year's Jam Jewel. Sunday afternoon, mile to 16th on the poly track at Woodbine, the South Ocean, Nipissing, 15 cents on the dollar.
They're off in the South Ocean Stakes. Atanabe and Nipissing, and from there outside, Seeking to Sow. Seeking to Sow comes on the outside of Atanabe, and Ban angles Nipissing to the outside as they run into the turn. Then we have a Dancing Bay and Fire with Desire as they run through the turn. Seeking to Sow on the outside of Atanabe leads it by a half a length through that opening quarter in 24-3. Atanabe has yielded in second, and Nipissing's under a tight rein in third, back 3 lengths off the lead. In fourth position is Fire with Desire, and back trailing this field is Dancing Bay, and loose on the lead is Seeking to Sow. Stein is trying to rein her in just a bit. Atanabe is second. Nipissing to the outside, third. Just 2.5 lengths off the lead. There's a gap of 3.5, 4 now to Fire with Desire, and Dancing Bay trails. The half was 49 flat. Seeking to sow into the far turn. Atanabe between horses. Out there 3 wide is a Nipissing. Dancing Bay's trying to close up at the rail, getting some left-handed reminders. Fire with Desires on the outside. As they run through the turn, they ran 3/4 in 14, and Nipissing gets a little nudge from Bain, and the Princess Elizabeth winner is up to take the lead at the head of the lane. And it's Nipissing into the stretch, leading it by 2.5, 3 now. Dancing Bays to the outside, and to the inside is Atanabe with 1 furlong to go, and it's all Nipissing. Undefeated, and she could be any kind. Nipissing in the South Ocean. Atanabe was second. Chiefswood 1-2, with Dancing Bay third, and Fire with Desire fourth.
And hardly an anxious moment. Nipissing just very, very good returns. $2.30 for Rachel Holden, new to the game, and she has a good one. Atanabe finishes second, and Dancing Bay finishes third. But Nipissing, a 4-length easy winner of the Ocean Jewel. A couple outstanding turf stakes racing on Saturday afternoon down at Churchill Downs. Up first, 3-year-olds in the Commonwealth, full field of 14. Leah, the 5-2 favorite.
Full field of 14 are in the gate. And they're off in the Commonwealth turf. It looked to be a very clean beginning towards the inside. Casual Trick is right up there early. Lee is also flashing early speed with Finale. And then towards the outside is Scaper. And then towards the hedge is Film Shot. They've got a circuit to go in the Commonwealth turf. And it's now Finale with Casual Trick against the hedge. These are the first 2. Lee is racing in third. Escaper is in fourth. Through on the inside. Film Shot is now racing in fifth. Escaper now just drifting out a little bit wide. Followed through by Quick Wit. Then on the inside is Two Man's Rent, the quarter, 23-2 as they go to the back stretch. Sky Ring then in midfield, just in advance of on the inside Artest. Then against the inside hedge is King David, who's just drifted back through the field. Lockout is next, followed by Any Given Royal, who's got 2 behind. Bird the Mortgage pulled hard early, is last but 1, and Finnegan's Wake at the back of the field. They went through the half in 47-1 in the 9th running of the Commonwealth turf, and it's Finale and John Velasquez to the inside. Lee on the outside now in second. Escaper is in third. Sky Ring is racing in fourth. Film Shot in fifth. Then on the inside, Casual Trick. Around the outside, Quick Wit tries to come on. Followed next by 2 Months Rent. Next in the field, around the outside is Lockout. Then looking for Racing Room, Burn the Mortgage, who had to go brutally wide. Lee with the big white blaze comes down to lay it down to Finale on the inside. And Lee goes for home in the hands of Brian Hernandez. Just over a furlong to go in the Commonwealth turf. And it is Lee who is out in front. Lockout is giving chase now in second, but still 2 lengths to find. A 16th from the wire. Lee is out in front for Brian Hernandez. Down the outside, King David flashing home, but it was Lee who won the 9th running of the Commonwealth turf. In second, King David. Lockout was third, followed by Any Given Royal, who stayed on well towards the inside of Sky Ring.
Brian Hernandez riding for Al Stall Jr., and Al Stall Jr. having an outstanding fall meet at Churchill Downs. They score the victory in the 9th running of the Commonwealth turf, returning $7.40. King David finishes second, and Lockout checks in third in the Commonwealth turf. Up next, 3-year-old fillies on the turf at Churchill Downs. The Mrs. Revere at 3-2 center court.
They're in the gate. And they're off in the Mrs. Revere. English Class is right up there in the early stages, with Centre Court taking her customary stalking position. On the outside, Solid Appeal, and then a little wider still, Volcat, and then drifting in a little is Colonial Flag as they pass now with a circuit ahead of them. English Class has got the lead, Centre Court in second, Solid Appeal in third. Volcat still wide racing in fourth, followed in fifth by Charged Cotton around the clubhouse turn. Leading us straight towards the inside, Colonial Flag, followed by Peace Preserver. Then La Tigre. Out wide is Regalo Mir with a couple behind. Somali Lemonade is last but one. Miss Ida last through the quarter, 24 and 1. And now the clear leader is English Class and Leandro Gonsalves as they go to halfway in the 22nd running of the Mrs. Revere. It is English Class who's clear by 3. Centre Court the favourite in second. Solid Appeal in third, leading Astray in fourth. Volcat out wide is racing in fifth. Colonial Flag is in sixth. Peace Preserver is in seventh. Towards the inside, Charge Cotton is in 8th. La Tigre is now in 9th. Somali Lemonade is in 10th. Then around the outside, Regalo Mia, and Miss Ida is still last, but she's only 8 lengths off the leader, and the leader is English Class, but now about to feel the looming presence of Centre Court to the outside. Centre Court goes on at the head of the lane. Solid Appeal towards the inside. English Class, followed by Colonial Flag, who comes on, leading Astray, and then Volcat flattening out. Miss Ida had to angle a run towards the outside with Somali Lemonade, but Centre Court is out in front. She's clear now by 2.5, leading Astray, charging home on the inside with Colonial Flag, but racing to line. Centre Court now is a perfect 3 out of 3 on the Churchill Downs turf, and a third win in the Mrs. Revere for winning rider Julien Leperoux. Centre Court serves up an ace and wins the 22nd running of the Mrs. Revere.
And Julien Leperoux riding for Rusty Arnold. They scored the favorite victory, returning $5. Last couple of years, the Mrs. Revere seems to be a rather formful event. Third year in a row, we've had a 3-2 favorite. Leading Astray finishes second, and Colonial Flag checks in third in the Mrs. Revere. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, stakes action from Hollywood Park and the Big A.
You could wait for money to start falling from the sky, or you could head down to the all-new Clubhouse Racebook and get in the game. With live horse racing on more than 250 flat-screen TVs, state-of-the-art wagering terminals, fantastic food and drinks, and amazing Vegas-style atmosphere with seating for nearly 900 of your closest friends. Conveniently located at 711 Central Avenue, right off Exit 5 of I-90 in Albany, the Clubhouse Racebook is the better choice.
Saturday afternoon at Hollywood Park, the 7.5 furlong on trust handicap, 7-5, Macho Dorado.
They're at the post. They're off. Perfect start. Red Sun has asked for speed, and so is Macho Dorado. Through from the inside, Legal Separation and Maui Mark, and the top 4 pretty much stripped across the track, and they're going a good, solid pace. Boy, they're going quick up front. Then comes Mensa Heat in Huntsville, and the early trailer is Killer Bear. 4 across the track. Out of the chute and up the backstretch, at the rail, Mensa Heat. Legal Separation alongside. A half length to Red Sun and a 4 wide Macho Dorado. Then it's a length and a half to Mensa Heat in a very good spot. Mensa Heat is 5th and just behind that foursome up front. Then it's 3.5 back to Huntsville. Killer Bear could like this pace. He's last now, 7 behind, but he's known for a solid stretch run. They leave the backstretch. Something's gone wrong with Red Sun. Red Sun has dropped suddenly out of it, and it looks like he might even be eased at the top of the stretch. So that lands 3 to the quarter pole. Macho Dorado, Legal Separation, and Maui Mark. Then comes Mensa Heat. Killer Bear is closing in for Tyler Bays, and he really hasn't asked him yet. Killer Bear is now 3.5 from the front, but he's got momentum. Macho Dorado is the leader. He's a length in front of Mensa Heat. Killer Bear is continuing to close, and here he comes, Killer Bear in the center of the racetrack, and boy, did it set up for him, and boy, did he take advantage. Killer Bear from last to first. Yes. The 28th on trust handicap goes to Killer Bear over Macho Dorado, who ran monstrous in second. Close for third, Mensa Heat and Huntsville.
Killer Bear under Tyler Bays for Jeff Mullins, ladies and gentlemen. The big upset, $32.20. Second longest shot on the board is Killer Bear. Scores the victory, the 7-5 favorite. Macho Dorado checks in second with Mensa Heat third in the on trust. Sunday afternoon, the 17th running of the Cat's Cradle handicap at 9-10, Sparkling Style.
They're off. Good start. Camille C breaks best from Really Elegant and Sparkling Style. Willoughby Awesome is close to the pace. Then to the outside end, going for a spin, Magic School and Kayana. Out of the chute onto the main cushion track at the rail, Really Elegant and Camille C. Really Elegant's a neck in front. Camille C is second, just a neck to both Willoughby Awesome and Sparkling Style, right together, third and fourth, and less than a length and a half from the lead. Kayana tracks from fifth. She's in the red and white and about 3 from the front. The 2 stretch runners are Magic School and Going for a Spin. They're 6 lengths behind with a half-mile left to run in the 16th. Cat's Cradle, and they leave the backstretch with Really Elegant narrowly in front. Camille C races now even closer in second. Really Elegant only ahead with 3 furlongs to race. Kayana has joined Willoughby Awesome. They're third and fourth and a length and a half from the front. Sparkling Style is very hard ridden by Joe Talamo, not responding at the quarter pole, now 5 behind, and Going for a Spin just ran right by Sparkling Style. Magic School trails. Here comes Kayana. Kayana slingshots off the top of the stretch. Going for a Spin is her danger in the center, and it's a big danger. Here comes Going for a Spin. Kayana has lost the lead, and the lead goes to the winner, and that's going to be Going for a Spin, who's 3 in front. Kayana is second. Willoughby Awesome is third. Going for a Spin. Rafael Bejarano and Going for a Spin win the 16th Cat's Cradle by 3.5. Kayana second, Willoughby Awesome third, and Camille C finish fourth.
Going for a Spin, second choice in the wagering for Jerry Hollendorfer. They score the easy, nearly 4-length victory in the Cat's Cradle. Kayana finishes second. Willoughby Awesome finishes third under Martine Petrosia in the Cat's Cradle. Okay, we have weekday action from the Big A. They rescheduled a couple of New York Stallion series. Up first, 3-year-olds and up, fillies and mares, Sunny Desert, 3-10.
And they're off. Sunny Desert broke last in this field of 5. And it's Jitney who's racing to the lead. Haldane comes up on the rail in between the Mahjong Madness. And then heavily favored Sunny Desert is now fourth. And Lady on the Run is the last of 5 now. So they move up the backstretch run. Mahjong Madness going at it here with Haldane. Just to their outside, Jitney is third. 2.5 lengths back. And Sunny Desert is fourth. About 5 lengths from that duel up front. Lady on the Run, the trailer. 23-1 was the opening quarter mile. They hit the half-mile pole, and it's still Haldane scrimmaging with Longshot Mahjong Madness. Jitney is sent up after them now. On the outside, Sunny Desert looms in behind the lead. Still in the grasp of Ramon Dominguez. Sunny Desert ready to roll now and has been given her cue, and there she goes on the outside. Farther back, it's Jitney, the trailers. They come to the top of the stretch. Nothing left for Mahjong Madness. And Sunny Desert makes that sweeping move from the far outside. Haldane is given way. And Jitney now trying to go at it here with Sunny Desert. And joining the fray is Lady on the Run, who's now second. 1 furlong to go. Sunny Desert will have to hold off Lady on the Run. Still there, a length and a half is Sunny Desert, and increases that lead coming down to the line. So we got the job done here. Sunny Desert scores at a 1-4 price here. Lady on the Run was second, Jitney third.
And John Paracella gets the stakes victory in New York under Ramon Dominguez. Sunny Desert returns $2.70 with the easy score, defeating Lady on the Run, Jitney finishing third. Also on Wednesday afternoon, time for 3-year-olds and up, Sports Writer 1-5.
And they're off. An uneventful start for Sports Writer. There goes Celtic Warrior up for that lead on the outside. Frisky Warrior down toward the inside, so it's Celtic Fighter and Frisky Warrior head-to-head for the lead, followed by Dave Shadow third. And the big favorite, Sports Writer, is now running along in fourth, still well held there in the grasp of half here Castellano. It's another 2.5 lengths back. Down on the inside goes Game Token, then Maggie's Hatter, and Anaphylaxis is the last of all. So off the backstretch, Frisky Warrior, Celtic Fighter, still 1-2. Dave Shadow not far behind. And Sports Writer out of harm's way at this point with 4 furlongs remaining on the outside at Sports Writer. The quarter was up in 23 1/5 seconds. Now Sports Writer starting to commence a move on the outside.
Frisky Warrior, narrow lead. Celtic Fighter right alongside. Here comes Sports Rider now after a 47 flat half mile. Anaphylaxis putting in a bid on the far outside. Now ranging up from 4th. And now the field turns for home. It is Frisky Warrior down inside and alongside Sports Rider, who now strikes the lead. Sports Rider in front as they come into the final furlong. Anaphylaxis, Maddie's Hatter on the far outside, inside the final 1/8 of a mile. And it is Sports Rider, Castellano kicking him to task. A final try from Maggie's Hatter on the outside and Anaphylaxis, and they're coming down to the finish. And Sports Rider gets the job done. Won it by 3/4 of a length at 1-9. Close second there. Anaphylaxis, Game Token, Maggie's Hatter.
Rudy Rodriguez, another victory on Horses and Courses this week. Sports Rider wins by 3/4 of a length under Javier Castellano, returning $2.40 to wrap up the Stallion Series in very favorite form. Anaphylaxis, 30-1, nearly 30-1, finishes second. Maggie's Hatter finishes third, but Sports Rider, a convincing 1-5 victor. Saturday afternoon, 3-year-olds going 9 furlongs in the Discovery. Willie Beeman, 3-4.
And they're off. Willie Beeman breaks in stride, and Adirondack King. Up the inside comes a Guilt Trip. So 3 of them racing into that clubhouse turn together. Willie Beeman from his outside post has made the lead. Adirondack King second on the inside. Our Entourage is third. Guilt Trip broke well, but he's now back 4th and then behind Horses. A length and a half back to Called to Serve. Stefanozzi trails the field. So they make their way toward the backstretch run. Alan Garcia's got a pretty good hold of Willie Beeman here. They have the lead by a half a length. Opening quarter was very sensible, 24 3/5 seconds. Adirondack King a length behind. On the outside, our Entourage is there. So up the backstretch run. Alan Garcia taps on the brakes here with Willie Beeman. The others drawing closer, and just as he does, he gives him a bit more rein to work with. Now he's clear by a bit more than a length. Our Entourage, Adirondack King, and Guilt Trip, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Oh, a half mile for 49 1/5 seconds here for Willie Beeman. Willie Beeman continues to set the tempo here, and the tempo is all its own. He's moving very easily out there by a half a length. Our Entourage now has to pick it up 2nd. Guilt Trip all out drive, 3rd on the outside. Adirondack King Called to Serve just 3 lengths from the front. And then Stefanozzi making their way toward the top of the stretch. Willie Beeman's 3/4 mark was 1:13-1, and they head for home. Our Entourage, Guilt Trip is there. On the far outside, Called to Serve. Down toward the inside is Adirondack King. Willie Beeman's in deep water. Here's Called to Serve. Called to Serve charges past Willie Beeman. Called to Serve in front. And Willie Beeman second, now Adirondack King third, and Stefanozzi 4th, and they're coming down to the finish. It will be Called to Serve. Under the line, 1/4. 3-way photo for second that may have gone to Willie Beeman, who had no apparent excuse today. Stefanozzi was in that photo, and Adirondack King.
Called to Serve. Nick Canati sends out this $9.60 second choice winner under Joel Rosario, winning by nearly a handful over Willie Beeman coming out of the Oklahoma Derby. And Stefanozzi finishes 3rd in the 68th renewal of the Discovery. That wraps up this week's edition of Horses and Courses. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone, have a happy Thanksgiving. When we come back next time for HNC, we'll wrap up the big Thanksgiving holiday stakes action.